What's going on? It's facts you don't know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and activate the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
She disappears every year on Christmas, but her son discovered the secret years later. John loved Christmas as much as everyone. Children and adults love it. Whenever he walked with his parents around a beautifully decorated city, he admired decorations, sparkling lights, stars, and angels. He often asked his dad to go with him to the Christmas market because there were the most beautiful lights, and as soon as he got there, little John walked from stall to stall as if hypnotized with a big smile on his lips. John spent his childhood with his mother, Sue, in Illinois. According to American tradition, children receive Christmas gifts only on the morning of December 25th. On that day, John always woke up before the alarm clock, slipped out of bed, and silently sneaked into his mother's room, where all the gifts were waiting for him. It was the only day of the year when Sue didn't have to force little John to take a bath and brush his teeth. On Christmas morning, John was happy to bathe long before his mother did. That day, the boy was always cheerful and full of energy. But every year something happened in their home that aroused great curiosity in the boy. Like Christmas, it went the same for everyone. But on these days, his mother did something every year that made them stand out from the rest of the families who spent Christmas together. Every Christmas, his mother disappeared for several hours, and over time, this unexplained quirk even became a kind of family ritual that was an integral part of Christmas. When the boy was young, he didn't understand that the mysterious disappearance of his mother was something that not all mothers in the world do. He was a dreamer. He had his own world, and instead of worrying, he just enjoyed the gifts. But when he grew up, he became more suspicious. An annual absence of several hours on this special day each time caused an avalanche of questions, for which his mother was finding new excuses. Finally, John gave up and stopped asking her about it. The boy knew that his mother was a believer, respects family values, so he would do nothing more that would hurt her husband and children. At one point, John was just tired of listening to more and more lies, and for the sake of peace, he stopped inquiring. All he wanted was certainty that his mother would come home, and wherever she was safe there. Deep down, however, he never stopped asking himself, where does mommy disappear every year? Many years passed. John became a writer and a teacher, of which Sue was very proud. She always emphasized that it was important to find her calling in life, which her son undoubtedly managed to achieve. John made a great international career, traveled around the world where he promoted his books, but no matter where he was, he always came home for Christmas. After several years of intensive travel, John settled in Mississippi, where he taught at school for 30 years, and then moved to Georgia and then England. While he was teaching at school, John also worked for the newspaper Straight Up Magazine for 2 years. It published articles on music, art, and cultural information from the town of Belleville, Illinois. The owners of the newspaper trusted John and gave him a free hand in choosing topics. So the man could let his imagination run wild and write about anything he wanted, without limiting himself to one particular genre. Numerous articles have brought John fame and respect. His readers and heads of the Carlinville Writers Guild admired his style and independence. John Robin, the head of the Writers Association, was absolutely delighted with his writing talent, and often complimented the fact that the writer has a huge imagination and can find humor in almost every topic he undertakes. His mother, Sue, was a very warm, nice, and charming woman who won over people during the first few meetings. She loved to organize parties for family and friends, and her guests have always emphasized how wonderful the host is. Despite the fact that she had a wide range of friends, no one had any idea where she used to disappear to every Christmas. Her husband's behavior was also confused, but he respected his wife's privacy so much that he never asked her uncomfortable questions. For years, he could not find any solid reason for his wife's annual absence in the evening on one of the most beautiful nights of the year. And he even conceived the theory that she goes out after last shopping to buy the gifts missing and candies. This thought calmed him down. John asked his father, "What's she up to?" And his father simply replied that she'd probably gone shopping. John told his father that no, she always had her gifts beforehand. She started buying gifts in August and finished before Thanksgiving. His father simply said that maybe she forgot some gifts, and they left him like that. When his mother returned, he asked her if she'd made the purchases. Yes was her only answer. His mother, Sue, died in 1990 and took this secret to the grave. Then John received a letter from a man named Robert, who revealed everything. John related the letter in a story he sent to Chicken Soup for the Soul, and it was published in a Christmas edition. "I don't know if you know what your mom did for us," wrote this man named Robert. He introduced himself, saying that he worked in a factory with his mother in Columbus, Mississippi. John was thinking, "No, I just knew she was leaving." And Robert said, "She dressed as Santa Claus for my children." Robert had several children, but his family was poor and there was no budget for gifts. But Sue came every year with clothes, shoes, toys, and candy. "I just wanted you to know how much my family and I appreciated what your mother did for us all these years," Robert wrote. Thanks to Sue's compassion and generosity, Robert's family was also able to have a Christmas. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as